There's a lot of talk about you tossing out Ian Cabra, Melinda said, narrowing her cat-like eyes. Some are saying it was too extreme. Mercy is a swift sword, Alec Spassky said. He sat on the floor with his legs crossed in a yoga pose. He was dressed in a pair of loose pants and a tunic. He smiled at the group. Funny thing about that smile, his eyes never warmed. Those cold, dark eyes. The same chilling gaze his sister had. Who knew that Irina Spassky had a brother? The outcast did. He'd scoured the world and finally located him in a Zen retreat in California. Even the monks had looked relieved to see him go. And this plan to recreate disasters? It seems extreme, Toby said. Excess pressure can bring down even the mightiest of structures. Did the Buddha say that? Alec asked. No, I did. Very deep, Alec said, but his mouth twisted in another of those chilling smiles. Toby flushed as he felt the sting of the sarcasm. Toby does have a point, Patricia said. I can't control my branch if there is too much dissent. We've always operated by stealth. This could be too public. It was a struggle to keep the smile on his face. Traitor, he wanted to scream at Patricia. He had recruited her, groomed her, helped her gain her power. Now she was challenging him? He was certainly rethinking helping make her branch leader. Alex stood and walked to the silver pots of coffee and hot water. He took a tea bag from his pocket and placed it in a cup, then poured steaming water over it. The outcast noted the missing tip of his pinky finger. He must have gotten a bit too close to a sharp blade. If you two aren't prepared to risk what you are doing here, Alec asked in a mild tone, you approved the plan. If you can't summon up the nerve to follow through, now hold on a second, Toby said. I didn't say... Patricia's voice was like a cracking whip. Are you calling me a coward, you Russian airhead? She turned to the outcast. I won't be insulted. I told you not to bring him in. He's unstable. Everyone knows that. The outcast said nothing. It was better to let them fight it out. See who won. It would be instructive. Go back to your mountaintop, Patricia sneered at Alec. We don't need you. Alec put down his teacup. His fingers moved faster than the outcast could track. From within his bell-like sleeve, he withdrew a steel rod. He whirled it on a finger so fast it was a blur. The rod flew from his fingers and, spinning and glinting, sped across the room and speared Patricia's hair ornament, lifting it off her head, then spinning it to the wall behind her. Patricia's hair slipped to one side, and the outcast realized it was a wig. Toby burst out laughing. Patricia reached up and readjusted the wig, never taking her eyes off Alec. You are despicable, she hissed. I don't like it when people insult me, Alex said, turning and sipping his tea. Don't do it again. The outcast smiled. It had been worth it to track down Alec. He turned to the others. The game has begun. The children will be looking into my background. I will be a bore, but it must be handled. There could be some remaining tracks to cover. I doubt that, Patricia said, huffily. I was meticulous. Unlike others, I know what I'm doing. She shot Alex Spassky a venomous look. The outcast said nothing. He watched as Alex sipped his tea. Dear, ruthless Alec. He would come in handy very soon.